Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem, amma ba'd. So now we're moving on to Bayan al-Tafsir. So I mentioned before we have Bayan Taqreer. And Bayan Taqreer means to reaffirm what is already understood. So the Bayan is reaffirm the already Zahir meaning. And now Bayan al-Tafsir. And we're going to go on to the others later on, inshallah. Amma Bayan al-Tafsir. So Bayan al-Tafsir, it means huwa ma, it is that إذا كان اللفظ غير مكشوف المراد, when the murad and the intended meaning of the word is unknown, فكشفه ببيانه, then the mutakallim does what? He explains the meaning of the word via his bayan. Example, إذا قال لفلان علي شيء, I owe somebody shay'un. What does shay'un mean? We know the meaning of it, but what's the murad? We don't know. Then he says ثوب. أو قال علي عشرة دراهم ونيف, I owe him 10 dirahim and nayif and a bit more. How much is a bit more? Don't know. Then he says, oh, nayif means 3 more. So I owe him 10 and 3, 13. Or he says, alayya dirahim, I owe him a few dirahim. How many dirahim? Minimum is going to be how much? We think Qazi will say how much? Alayya dirahim. 3. The minimum has to be 3. If he gives bayan afterwards, it'll be what? It'll be, for example, 10. Are you following? Acha. وحكم هذا النوعين من البيان, both Bayan al-Tafsir, both Bayan al-Tafsir and Bayan al-Taqreer, they both yasihhu mawsulan wa mafsulan. They're both permissible, mawsulan and mafsulan. What does this mean? Mawsulan means if you bring it along with the what? The main text. Or if you bring it mafsulan, it's separated. Later, a day later, hour later, next majlis. Why are these two permissible? In the other bayan that's coming up, mafsul and mawsul, only mawsul permissible, mafsul not permissible. Why? Because in mafsul, what you're doing is now, it's become maqam al-tuhma. You can say, well, you're just making stuff up as you go along. Yes, me and you are friends today. I say, oh, I owe you £500. Yes? I owe you £500. We had a try. You convinced me to accept. Let's say I didn't owe you £500. And then what do? You convinced me to accept it. You had no receipt, no nothing, no proof. I accepted it. I said, yes, I owe you a £500. Yes? And then after that, I realized, no, I shouldn't have done that. And I go back and say, except 499. You got it? What's going to happen? That is a joke. I'm selling you this entire property. And I say, oh, except 95% of it. You get it? So when you have, because when I owe you the full property, and then I say, except 99%, now you change it. That's not taqreer tafsir. In taqreer what are you doing? Reaffirm what you already know. So it doesn't change anything. So if I said, Indi laka alfun, what's the Qazi going to take that meaning to be? I owe you 1,000. Or what? Not owe you 1,000. I have Indi. As what? Amana. Next I come and say wadi'atan. So yeah, okay, we already knew that. You just confirm what we already knew, so no problem, we accept your bayan. It just clarifies it. It's not majaz. Yes? If you say, for example, I owe you something. Now we can't know money something, can we? So we still have to wait for him to come and tell us what it is. So in these two, what happened? There is no tuhma. There is nothing which is going to do what? There is nothing here which is going to change or the previous mutakallim's first statement. So that's why if you say immediately afterwards, or even after a time later on, there's no problem. If the bayan changes the rule, then it can become a game. Then you can't unhurt. You funny? Anti-talikun, for example. I say, oh no. Inshallah. He learned the rule of inshallah, okay. Okay, inshallah 2 months later. Not gonna work. You get it? So in those kind of things, it's only sahih, mawsul, not mafsulan. Yes? But in these two, it's sahih in both ways, mafsulan and mawsulan. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.